Hello, good evening, and welcome to Monkeys with Fire. How is everybody tonight? Hope you're all well. Hope you've had a good start to the week. Let's say hello to the chat. Good evening, Sarah. Hello, Roga. Hope you're doing both well. Alright, so we have a brand new TTRPG to explore this evening. We are going to be taking a look at Pirate Borg from Free League Publishing and LIMITHRON. Hopefully I got that name correct. I am very excited to share this with you. I have been reading through this for a little bit of time now, and yes, we're going to enjoy it. And of course, today is International Speak Like a Pirate Day, so you guys in the chat, feel free to share your best pirate phrase. We definitely want to hear some R's, but not to sound too rural sounding. More pirates, less rural. Okay, now, of course... Oh, where we go. There we go. Press that button there. As an introduction to any of these videos I do, I am not an RPG expert by any means. I played tabletop role-playing games back when I was in college days. It's been a long time since I have done so, but over these past few months now, we've been looking at a whole range of different games, and it's obviously coming back to the scene. There's so much available, so I'm starting to get a reasonable feel of what's out there. But if you do have any questions, please do put them into the chat or leave a comment on the video, and I'll do my best to try and answer them for you. So, Sarah, are you all set and ready to join me tonight? Arr, she says. Okay, let's bring you on in then. Hello, Sarah.
Arr, what be a pirate's favorite letter?
It is indeed.
No, you're supposed to answer. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Let's try this again. Arr, what be a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
No, it be the C.
R, of course. You can tell I'm not going to be very good at this, but you carry on.
Hello.
You're scoring points already.
Oh, I don't think that this one would transfer for you guys. But what is a pirate's favorite restaurant?
Oh gosh, no idea.
Arby's.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that you guys have an Arby's.
No, we don't. No. But for all of our American viewers, yay! Fun.
Yes.
Oh, I like to see that Mystical's there, gets both jokes instantly. I can well believe that she's...
I think Mystic might have been the one who originally told me the C one.
Okay. And Roger's saying that he had Arby's for lunch today. So it's all very thematic. Has anybody experienced anybody in their sort of sphere talking like a pirate today? Other than, of course, just now? Is Talk Like a Pirate Day a big thing? Did it happen to you at all today, Sam?
When I showed up to school in my pirate hat, I was definitely the only one prepared for it.
I did see your photograph. I was very, very impressed. We'll jump to the table.
But I still enjoyed it.
I'll show you my only preparation that I've made for tonight.
But as a side note, it was a very busy day for me, and therefore I didn't even have time to look at the video you sent. I got home about 1:30, which was enough time to let dogs out and get the computer ready.
That's absolutely fine. We'll be okay.
Look at your cup!
I have a flagon with rum. You see, because you can't be a pirate without rum. Yeah.
It's a flagon, the fancy cup.
It is a fancy cup. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what that's called?
Well, I guess this would be. Could this be a flagon or?
No, you just said you had a flagon, and I thought that I just learned something.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Or is that like a chalice? I don't know what to call it, but that is a gorgeous cup.
Typically ale would go on into it. I don't have any ale, and then I tried to think of, well, if pirates were drinking rum, would they just drink out of a bottle? Because a pint of rum, I mean, my goodness, you're not walking away from that, are you?
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No. So we've just been we've just been raided.
Is that the Killer Bits? Thank you so much for the raid. Yes. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, matey.
We got more pirates turning up.
International Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Fantastic. Well, this is it. Yes, we want all of the pirate talk happening tonight. We're doing fine. We've literally just started tonight's show. We are going to be taking a look at, of course, Pirate Borg from Free League Publishing and LIMITHRON. I'm getting that right. I really do. You know how awful I am with names, so I do hope I get that right. We're just going to quickly look at the physical book here, because as I've come to expect with Free League, their books are so well produced. So we've got this really, really nice, I think they call this digest sized, which is perfect for going into a rucksack. So you can take it around with you, which is great. The paper is all really, really nice quality. And of course, because it is a sort of, to say it's within the Morkborg style of game, it has that wonderful eclectic art style all the way through. And we'll get to appreciate that as we take a look through the digital copy. The graphic design on this is brilliant, like I say, as we've come to expect. But yeah, it's a great book. It's really, really nice produced. Got a nice sort of feel to it. We've got these raised letters here, raised elements within this pirate. It's got a nice sort of satiny feel. I really, really like it. So that's the book. Gonna have a swig of rum. Arr. I'm sure I sound like a farmer. Oh my goodness, you don't want too many of those. All right, let's jump to...
Wait, what is in yours? What is in your actual cup?
Rum, spiced rum.
Oh no, this stream might be getting out of hand.
Well, I guarantee you that will be the only swig of spiced rum. It's purely for show. That was it. Right, come on, let's do this.
Oh no.
Rogue is saying Captain Morgan's. You know what? You might be right. No, I can't see the bottle. It is obscured, but you could be right.
I mean, a good Captain Morgan's and some soda is always a nice little treat. But yeah, continue.
Okay, let's go for this. So hopefully this is going to work.
I'm already down for the artwork on the cover.
Right, okay, well that's good. Well look, yes, the artwork on the cover is fantastic already, and there's huge hints as far as the sort of thematic element of this, because of course we basically have a skeletal pirate there, and instantly I'm sure imagery is popping into your heads as other skeletal pirates you may have seen in the media. So, are we talking about different rum types now? So as soon as you get into the inside cover, we have loads of fantastic tables. This is one of the great things about this game. It is a game all in its own right, but you could effectively use all these tables for other games, and I think that's really, really cool. And you can just jump around, and whenever you need something, there's a table for you. So, Sarah,
I'm gonna just interject here to say that all I saw on this entire page is just lots of tiny white things and then just loot the booty. Oh, body. It didn't even say booty. It says body. Never mind. But my brain saw loot the booty, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm convinced. Let's play this. But now that's not even what it said.
It's not looting the booty. No, I'm sorry to disappoint you on that one.
Sorry, y'all. I've had a very long day at work.
Oh, goodness. I've just realized I've not got a D12. It doesn't matter. We're going to basically, well, because I'm having a swift drink of rum there, carousing, we can find out on a table here what the effects are after we've spent a night in the tavern. And something that we do in our other shows is we jump and roll some dice. So, Sarah, let's find out how you fare after a night on the run. So we'll jump to the table here. Let's.
Can I please be a glitter-bearded lady pirate?
You'll be able to pick the type of pirate you're going to be in a bit. We will get to that point. Okay.
Just that's my character from my pirate game that I play with Mystic, the game that you had mentioned earlier in messaging, which I don't know if we're allowed to say the game. The video game, pirate video game.
A popular video pirate game, yes.
A popular video pirate game, and I am a lady pirate with an amazing glitter beard.
Oh well, let's find out if you're able to make a similar character. So here we go. So first of all, we have to roll a D20. Let's roll this.
Okay.
Oh, a 20. So last night, you had dinner with. Who did you have dinner with? We roll again.
Hi, the Killer Bits. Thanks for joining us.
You had dinner with your crew. Thank you, Killer Bits. So you had dinner with your crew, and when you woke up, roll the dice again. We get a 9. You woke up in a dark cave. And now you are missing a limb.
My pirate in the game has a peg leg, I think.
What an amazing chart. And that's page 1.
Yes, finally, my pirate dreams have come true. I woke up and I can finally go to the peg leg store.
Oh, I mean, this is... Again, as we go through this, you'll realize this game is so much fun. Okay, you've got to fully embrace the mishaps and I suppose the ugliness of the world that you inhabit, to which it is very, very funny. We do have a loot the body chart. We could check on that if we wanted to. Let's see what we might find. I can roll some money. So red's going to be 10s, green is units. Let's find out. 93. Okay, that gives us a random thing of importance. We have to go to another chart. But let's try something else. Ooh, what's that? 25. A single golden manacle with 5 links.
Who has that?
This is if we looted the body. This is what we would find upon that person. You never know what you might find. So I woke up
in a cave, missing a limb. I'm going to say my leg. I'm super excited about it because, you know, stump store. But, or peg leg store, whatever we would want to call it. But there's a body in the cave with us.
There could have been, excuse me, yes, and to which we found...
Or are you just saying that in general this is what you would do to loot a body?
This is, yes, I mean, it's whenever you need to loot a body...
Oh, you're just saying in general. Okay,
yes,
I didn't know if I needed to shift my excitement or not. Okay,
you need to check this chart. but if you want a body in the cave with you, that's absolutely fine. We can do it. Okay.
I don't know if...
So, we get into the actual book itself, and as it describes, Pirate Borg is a game about grog-swilling pirates, undead galleons, and arcane treasures found in ancient temples and high sea adventures. So that is the overview of the game. And it is set within the dark Caribbean. So this is not quite our world. It is a world that has gone much, much darker, and it does actually explain a little bit of the timeline. So of course, for the games master, they need to have this background information so that they can relay it to the players and to set the scene for them. So we have a little bit of that sort of opening introduction.
Oh, look how pretty.
It is. The artwork throughout this is fantastic. Basically, it does tell us about the dead rising. And at first,
I meant to say, look how spooky and ominous this is. No, this is really pretty.
So at first they came in single numbers, but hordes, and soon settlements were blotted out by torrents of lifeless, nameless creatures. Possessed flesh of dead sailors, ghosts of displaced inhabitants, skeletal constructs shrouded in seaweed and muck, and horrible monsters born from the unknowable dark places in the world. They emerged from the sea and consumed all. What a great setting. Okay, so as opposed to the Caribbean being this beautiful, lovely, idyllic place, this is a place of death, where there are ghost galleons and undead sailors prowling the seas and the islands. But then, it also tells us a little bit about ash, which is the remnants of destroyed undead. And actually, ash, if it is consumed, does give somebody a special effect. And as you can see straight away, there is a table. There's a table that gives you different outcomes if you consume ash, which last for a number of minutes. Shall we find out what happens if we have some ash?
No, I think we should find out from the creators of this how we get that skull with the rainbow coming out of it on just a solid background in a frame for my living room wall.
Do you like that art? It is quite amazing, isn't it?
Like, you know, I have skulls all year round on the top of my entertainment center. Like, that is just gorgeous.
I do.
And so it's skulls and rainbow. That is my entire aesthetic.
Let's find out what's going to happen to us if we consume some ash. We get a 15. You can see in the dark. Everything that has ever lived glows neon colors. That's quite cool. That's
okay.
An interesting ability. Okay.
So anything that's alive, it glows.
Yeah, but you've got like a predator vision. That's quite cool. So could be handy.
Oh, we're thinking of it very different ways. You're like, yeah, like predator vision. I'm like a really fun trip. This is awesome.
Yeah, I suppose it is a little bit more veering towards the sort of drug side of it, but I'm thinking predator vision, and we'll keep it at that. Okay, so
I'm sounding like a real fun pirate.
So we have to move on then to understand the different factions that are in play around the Dark Caribbean. The first being the Republic of Pirates. So there are a large number of pirates, obviously, within the Caribbean. And it gives you a little bit of info on them. It then focuses on the British. The British, of course, have various garrisons. Yeah. So the British have become it's the West India Company. Lord Hamilton is the governor of the Jamaica colony and trying to rebuild Port Royal. We'll find out a little bit about Port Royal soon. We then have the French in the French Indies. And the French, again, gives you a little bit of description here. A clandestine network of spies and assassins. So that is what the French are doing. But they have a couple of what islands? Is it in the Lesser Antilles? An opulent palace and extravagantly decorated forts, shadow impoverished slums and crumbling warrens. So all can be bought and sold, including munitions, letters of marque, undercover agents, ash, courtesans, false hope and sanctuary.
So do I have to consume the ash in order to see all things in the dark, or is that just, it's like a thing that I can do all the time?
That was just an effect of you having consumed the ash. The thing is, ash can also have negative effects. So you're taking a little bit of a gamble every time you consume it. And the result is different each time as well, potentially.
Oh, so that wasn't like, the thing that you just told me isn't like a permanent aspect that my character would have.
No, it's pure. It was purely for we'd have to roll some more dice and see how long that effect would last for. So it's only for a few minutes, yeah. But you know,
well, I don't want to play anymore. No, I'm okay. No, that's fine.
You really like that ability, don't you?
If my player's not able to just trip the entire time looking at nifty, awesome neon light shows, I don't want it. Well.
Every time you kill an undead, yeah, you can basically loot that body for the ash. That is the advantage of killing the undead. You gain the ash. So maybe your character, because obviously you're thinking about your character a little bit now, maybe your character is addicted to ash. And, you know, maybe we have to build a little bit of that into their story. But we'll find out about the different characters in a second. Next we have, I think this is the Spanish, isn't it? The Viceroyalty of New Spain with the Inquisition.
Did not expect that.
You did not expect the Spanish Inquisition.
Inquisition. And Monkey will stop. Will stop inviting me for RPGs.
I'm learning my lesson very quickly. Then we have the Wretched, the Sunken One, with the Necronomicon. So, of course, Cthulhu fans will recognize some of these. So this is, of course, the great eldritch gods and horrors that are resting under the sea. That are now.
Yes, and we can bring the Necronomicon or the Nom 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 and give it to our chef on the ship.
Nom Nom. Yes.
No, I have the Necronom Nom Nom. It's a cookbook. In real life. No, I'm not making it up.
I'm sure you do.
Okay. Like, wait, no, this is real. I promise.
Then. I'm going to say this wrong, aren't I? Yucatan. There we go. So in the west, Yucatan. Is this? I'm thinking. Is this Central America? Yucatan.
Yeah, somewhere down there. There's the Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah. Okay. So this is jungles and folk tales of cities made of gold, and temples ripe with untapped fortunes. So there's all of that to explore and discover. So we've already got a good sense of the various factions that we may encounter, and a little bit of the setting. It then moves on to the history, and I thought this was fantastic as I was reading through this. And again, it works as a table that you can roll if you wanted to do so. If you wasn't quite sure where you wanted to set your game, then it's 2d6. And basically, it's broken up as various sort of books and then chapters. And that sort of pinpoints the time, and it gives you an idea of just how bad things are in the Caribbean at that time. So whether there's going to be lots of supernatural sort of incursions, or maybe just a few. Maybe your players are having to deal with the British or the Spanish or the French more so than the undead. But I really did like this general history of the Dark Caribbean. Okay, so come on, Sarah, let's go through. Let's work out if we can create your pirate character. So anybody who's played any of the Borg style of games will be very, very familiar with this character creation. We've got a few roles to do before we get started, as far as having some items in a container. We've got some cheap gear and we have some fancy gear, so it's already giving us some things. Before we actually then go and explain essentially how a character is created with their ability scores, which are pluses and minuses depending on our roles. We've got our abilities, our strength, agility, presence, toughness and spirit, and it gives you a description as to where you might use those particular abilities. And then ultimately, whenever we are doing something in the game and we need to test ourselves, then the GM will assign a difficulty rating and will tell us what type of ability we need to test. So say for example, let's just take a look here. Maybe we have to climb up some rigging, and maybe this requires an agility test. And it's going to be of a normal difficulty because, of course, we're a pirate. We should be pretty good at climbing rigging. We've been doing it since we were a kid. So it's a difficulty rating of 12. And we basically roll a d20. And so long as we get over 12, then we have succeeded. It is as simple as that. Of course, we do have modifiers. So maybe our agility, maybe we're quite nimble, and depending on how we rolled our character, we might have a +1 or a +2 that we can add to that roll. However, if we rolled poorly, maybe we've got a minus, and so we have to take that into account. I like how drinking grog is a toughness roll. That's the thing, if you're not drinking rum, it's grog, isn't it?
Yeah, like you're hard liquor and then you're not hard liquor.
Yeah. Well, I guess in those days, it probably would be safer to drink grog than water. Water probably wouldn't be particularly safe. At least grog's gone through a fermenting process, and so any bacteria potentially will have gone. We got a couple of pages here on violence, because who doesn't like violence? So telling us all about how essentially we do attacks, be it through melee or ranged, and giving us a few more details there. Very, very quick and very easy. And then telling us about our hit points and what happens when we die. There is the possibility in this game that we can actually come back. That death is not permanent for our characters, which could be quite good fun. We can come back as a haunted soul. So we might look at that. And then, of course, if we are successful during the course of the game, we can gain experience. And, of course, gaining experience allows us to gain or improve our abilities. We can gain a feature, and we can rummage through the dead and potentially find a weapon or gold. Liam, thank you for joining us. Grog equals water, brown sugar, lime, and rum. Oh, okay, right. So it definitely is rum. But who drank all the rum? Okay.
That's when you blame it on the corpse that you found with you.
That's it. Yes. Yes. Okay, so here we go. we have a number of characters, and I think that this actually has, I think it's about 8 different character classes, which actually is quite a few. So let's see which might suit your character. So we have the Brute. When you're not bashing, smashing, slashing, or crashing, well, that's all you really know how to do. So basically, you are the muscle of the pirate gang. All right. And there are starting features here and the advancement features. And it shows you at the top there, you have your pluses to your abilities, and it gives you your devil's luck. You have to roll for your clothing, and you have to roll for your hat. We'll get to that. A game that has a table to roll for what type of hat you wear. That's awesome. Really awesome. We have the Rapscallion, a sneaky cutthroat scallywag, good at backstabbing, breaking and entering, stealing, cheating, and escaping. Found in taverns, shadows, and shallow graves. Alright. Is that you? Maybe? Maybe not. We got the Buccaneer, who's a skilled tracker and survivalist, an expert sharp shooter, especially with muskets and rifles. Reloading black powder weapons takes you 1 round instead of 2. Alright, so you're a tracker and a survivalist, good with your weapons. Or maybe you're a swashbuckler. I guess this is the classic pirate archetype that we always sort of think of. You're Captain Jack. A brash fighter with bravado and swagger. Or,
well, those 2 things definitely describe me.
Or maybe you're a zealot, a clergy member, a cultist, a shaman, or believer. Thou may use ancient relics and arcane rituals whilst wearing medium armor. You can say prayers to receive blessings.
I am ordained as a minister in the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, which, as everyone knows, is big on pirates and hookers. So that could be the case. However, I feel that clergy member and this clergy member wouldn't have the same ideals.
Very, very different schools of thought.
I think that it would be more on the swashbuckler side of things than the zealot side of things.
Okay. Or maybe you are a sorcerer, an eldritch occultist, frail and enigmatic. They are conduits for meddlesome natural spirits and devious necromantic entities.
Seems like a fun weekend.
Yeah. All right. So those, I think those are the main character classes. But do you want to find out about the extra ones?
Sure. Toss a couple at us.
All right. A haunted soul, a possessed, infected, cursed, troubled, or undead individual. And we get to find out what type of haunted soul we might be. I feel we need to do a roll. Let's find out what you could be.
So everything on this page, all of those were all just different options as extra characters?
Yes. So let's find out which one you're going to be. It's a 5. Well, you have been infected by a fiendish creature. Because you have a case of vampirism. Right.
Oh, see, this sounds like fun. See, these characters sound like fun.
Yeah. But you could have been a ghost, or you could have been a conduit, for restless
I don't
spirits.
think I would have been good to be a ghost.
Or an eldritch mind, or a zombie, or a skeleton.
Yeah, see, me in an RPG as a ghost wouldn't go well. Because people will try to be like, okay, here's the storyline and here's what we're doing. And I'll be like, no, I'm going to stop off at this island and I'm going to go in the tavern. I'm going to haunt it. I'm just going to open up the cabinets randomly. Be like, okay, but we need to go find this. I'll be like, no, leave me here.
I'm quite happy messing with the NPCs' minds.
Yeah, no, leave me here. I'm just going to spill drinks randomly and cause trouble.
Like it. All
so
right.
wait, what was the before? So the main types,
the main
you
ones.
had like the zealot, you had the swashbuckler, which is like your normal pirate.
So it's the brute. It was the rapscallion. They're kind of like the thief, the bandit sort of one, the sneaky one. The buccaneer, who's good with their rifles and pistols. The swashbuckler.
And then we had.
Who is the typical
I'm thinking
pirate?
I have the swag and the, what were the two things? The last two things you said, the swag and
the bravado and swagger.
Yeah, see, I feel bravado and swagger describe me.
Do they? Okay. Well,
yeah, I mean, swagger might describe like when my ankle's twisting and I'm falling a lot and or limping around. It might be a different type of swagger, but still, I feel that word describes me.
Right, but I haven't told you about the last optional character class.
Well, gosh, okay. Hit me with it.
You tease, monkey. You tease. The tall tale.
Okay. Oh, there's a mermaid.
No. Merfolk. Okay. Doesn't have to be a mermaid. Merfolk. So we have merfolk, we have aquatic mutant, or you could be a sentient animal.
Oh, that's good.
So let's roll for the sentient animal.
You would be number 6.
Well, here we go. Let's find out what sentient animal you might be.
Yeah, it would have to be the merfolk. Mystic is right. That's you. You're the clever monkey.
You'd be a clever monkey, yes. Let's roll again for you. Let's see what you might have been.
Oh, okay.
You're a 3. You're a crocodile.
Okay.
A crocodile. So you can swim and hide well in water.
I vote on merfolk.
But you want to go for there's quite a few here, isn't there? So there's merfolk, aquatic mutant, which again, even the aquatic mutant, you can be an anglerfish, a crab, a jellyfish, an octopus, a sea turtle.
Oh, we don't just get to decide what we want to be.
Oh, you've got to roll the dice, of course.
Oh man! Well, then it would be between the merfolk and the swashbuckler, just because swashbuckler's fun to say.
Okay, so you think you'd definitely be the swashbuckler? Is that the preferred one?
I mean, because that's like your typical pirate.
It is.
So I feel like that's what I'd be good at.
Okay, let's jump back.
Also, if I was a merfolk, then I would just probably break into songs from Little Mermaid, and I don't think anybody wants that.
No. You're quite right. Okay. So, you do start with an ability. Should we find out what type of ability you might have? Let's do that.
Sure.
All right. Let's roll. So again...
I think I just like saying swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler. It's a 1. So you are an ostentious fencer. Your melee attack and defense is does that mean you're rubbish? No, your damage rating is -2. It means you're brilliant. When wielding a rapier or a cutlass. When dueling one-on-one, you deal +1 damage. So you are a really, really good swordsman, woman. Depending
right, because ostentatious fencer is not something my swashbuckler can say.
Yeah. Yeah. So you are very good
with a sword. No, I don't know why my pirate just became from the Boston area there all of a sudden. Oh dear. This is why Sarah doesn't play RPG. Okay.
Well, you have been kind of playing an RPG. You've just been doing it as a video game, haven't you?
Am I supposed to be taking notes on this? Are we actually playing to where I need to know my roles? Oh, okay.
No, we're going through the steps just to see what you might have been. So
okay.
You're okay. you're off the hook. Don't worry. So we got a whole variety of starting weapons here, which are all sort of very typical of the age.
Are they all weapons?
Oh yeah. Well, there is is that a marlin spike or belaying pin? I'm wondering, is that something that is used to not to anchor, but to put ropes around and sort of tie you into the ground? I'm wondering if that's where.
I don't know. I was just referring to number 4. Number 4 looked more fun than scary.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Please continue. It's been a. Just ignore what I said. Continue on, monkey. Ignore what I said. Just continue on.
We're moving on. Moving on.
Moving on.
Okay. Right. Here we go. So, the great thing about character creations, of course, just in any game, is all the customization. So we do have more charts here. We have our clothing and our armor. Whether we're wearing rags or common clothes, or maybe we have fancy clothes.
Oh yeah, we can roll for what we're wearing. That sounds like fun.
You want to do? Oh, you want to do that one? Okay, right. Okay, so let's go there. Let's roll. Let's see.
Well, I don't think that I'd be allowed to like pick out what I want, and then we'd have to roll. So now I'm just intrigued to see what it would be.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to be a roll. Got to be a roll. So here we go. Oh wow, that's a 10. You get a conquistador plate. So you've got armor. You've got heavy armor. That's pretty good. That's like.
Oh no, it's not.
Actually, no, you're right. Because for your character, you possibly want to have lighter armor.
No, we need something lighter because if I fall off my boat, I'm dead. So maybe we should re-roll.
Well, but hang on a second. That plate is worth 200 pieces. It's the most. It's the most expensive, or well, it's slightly less than the fancy clothes. So
yeah, I'm way fancier than that. So
you could sell it and get yourself something more appropriate, like some leather armor instead.
Yeah. We'll keep it.
You keep it and sell it.
I'm fancy. I got a fancy conquistador outfit.
Okay. We have hats to roll for. Yeah.
Well, yes.
Right. Now, unfortunately, I didn't bring a D12. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll a D10 and just add a point on it, maybe. Let's do that. Let's see what you get. You got a 5.
Well, I don't know what half those things were, so
a 5. So actually, you're probably going to be having a bandana, or what's that, a cavalier? What's a cavalier?
I know what a bandana is.
We know what bandanas
is a
are.
Cavalier like a fancy hat? Like
Well, a tricorn is the... Oh yeah, there's mystical there. 2d6, of course, yes. Oh! But I'll put those there just to remind me.
Oh, Cavalier hat is like a Three Musketeers hat.
Oh, has it got a big feather or something like that coming out of it?
Yeah, like where the one side is pinned up and it has a feather in it.
Yep. But is it a tricorn? Is that what Jack Sparrow wears? This is the typical
It's probably if it has 3 corners, if that's what tricorn means, and that's your typical.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Pirate hat that I wore today at school I work at.
You wore a pirate hat at school, of course.
I did. I wore that hat that I sent the picture to you. I wore that to school today.
I know. We're going to do a D12. We're going to actually find out properly now. We got 5 anyway, so it's a wig. It's a fancy wig. So lots of
It's even better than a bandana. Then yes, I accept fancy wig.
You want a fancy wig?
Oh yeah, because you know it's gonna be crooked. That's gonna be great.
Okay. There is gear that you can purchase. I mean, that's the thing. If you're selling your Conquistador plate, you've got 200 pieces. You could buy quite a fair amount of stuff here. Backpacks.
But I feel like maybe it's good armor, so I don't know.
But again, it might reduce your ability to fight. Saying that, you could get yourself a tattoo if you sold it. And who doesn't want a nice tattoo? Yeah?
Wait a minute. I can't have a tattoo if I have the Conquistador plate?
You can, but it depends how expensive a tattoo you want.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah, but if I got this good Conquistador armor, I'm sure I'll be able to plunder some stuff real well to get some money.
Well, there you go. I like to see that you've got goals for the future, okay? That's really important.
You always have to set some goals, because if I find out that I have like the fanciest thing to wear, I'm not just going to sell it right away, because yeah, I'm going to get some good reputation and be fancy for a while with my good sword skills. So I got good sword skills and I got some nice armor that's fancy. Yeah, no, I'll be stealing from some folks.
And you've got a fancy wig.
Yes, and a fancy wig. A glitter wig, if you will.
A glitter wig, indeed. So here we go. Every class gains a number of Devil's Luck points. So after resting at least 6 hours, your luck, only if your luck is depleted, you roll your class's designated dice and regain that much luck. So these are basically cheats. So during the course of the game, you can say, I'm going to use my Devil's Luck, and you are able to use one of those abilities, be it reroll any dice roll, lower one's test DR by -4, or lower damage dealt to you by D6. So these are all bonuses, but of course you've only got so many luck points.
I just reported our person in.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
In chat, because it looks like a.
Yes, it is. It's a bot, unfortunately, isn't it?
A spam bot.
Yeah, you get them from time to time. We then have backgrounds. Okay, now this is quite cool. We need to have an idea of where our character has come from, because we're kind of joining them.
The island over there.
Well, not necessarily just the island. we're thinking maybe a little bit broader than that, but I like this. I like
over there.
The enthusiastic start. We're doing good. But okay, so it's a D100.
I also pointed, and I'm home alone. Did you point? So there's that.
Yes. You pointed, but you're not on a camera.
Yeah, and I'm home alone. My dog is now looking in that direction like, what?
What's over there? What's over there?
What?
Okay, so it's a D100. Let's find out where your background is. That's a 13. Oh. Well, I'm going to roll that again. Oh, actually, let's just change it around. That's 31. It's either you're a sailor or you're a captain. What would you rather be?
My favorite number, too. A sailor or a captain? Do you think a sailor would have these sword skills and this amazing outfit? Absolutely not.
No, you're definitely a captain, aren't you? Okay.
Yeah, don't I seem like somebody who should be in charge of other people?
So,
no,
and as a captain,
the answer is no to anyone watching.
as a captain, yes. you get a certain amount of silver pieces, and you get a spyglass, because every captain needs a spyglass. But I like all the other potential backgrounds. You could have been a naval deserter. or you could have been a runaway, or a smuggler, or a cultist, or you could have been a farmer, or you could have been a harlot.
I mean, but to be fair, hold on, sorry.
Chat, do you see any backgrounds that you might have wanted to have for your character?
To be fair, what we rolled for what I'm wearing and my skills, I feel Captain fits.
Captain definitely fits, so you are absolutely fine with that. Could have been a... Was there a grave robber there? Yes, you could have been a grave robber.
I mean, we're not saying how I got my ship.
Well, there you go. I mean, you're presenting yourself as a captain, but maybe you're wearing the clothes of a dead man. So, yeah.
I just knew somebody who knew somebody.
Okay, so here we go. Again, these tables just get better and better as you progress through the game. So this is your distinctive flaw. Let's just take a quick look at these flaws. What type of flaw do you think your captain may have?
Oh, you said flaw. I thought you said floor. I was going to be like, I don't know, a good oak or cedar? I don't know. What do we have on the ship? What?
It's not the wooden floor. It's floors.
It's a flaw.
Floor.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I got real confused there for a second. Like, oh, it gets into detail.
It really does. So are you impulsive or anxious? Are you cocky or cowardly? Are you way too loud or hedonistic?
What? No.
Or are you a drunken lush? What do you reckon the dice is going to say?
Oh, I mean, impulsive might be a good one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be happy
Way
with
too
that?
loud. Yes, let's hit that up.
That would be something. So that's 4. Okay, let's see how we do.
Stop it.
Oh my gosh, clip that.
This game says, all right, we're going to give her what she wants. This game says, we've heard enough. We'll take it from here.
I'm thinking the game might be possessed because it definitely knows how to make a character for you.
It gave me my fun hair. It gave me the best outfit, which also goes with the character for being a captain with great sword skills. However, I probably clunk around a lot, also making me too loud in my armor.
Fantastic.
And just as a person being loud as a, oh my god, that would just make the perfect captain. Okay, everyone, we got to be quiet through these parts.
Right. Okay. So we've got a distinctive flaw that you are way too loud. Right.
But you say it's a flaw, but I feel like it could also be a good thing.
Not when you're trying to sneak around a Spanish fortress to steal the loot. I can imagine your crew are just trying to say, Captain, shush, Captain,
Why
shush.
do we think I got so good at sword skills?
Put the treasure's just over there. Shush, Captain, shush, you'll wake the guards.
Give me the treasure. Face consequences.
No, you can imagine it now. That you're the crew, you're like the captain, you're more the figurehead. But you're also
look at this lady in the photo, right? With her big sword and her fancy wig. Like, she straight up is like, hey guys, I'm here. I need your money. Or you can choose this other thing.
They would leave you at the fortress doors where you'd be going, hello, I'm here, come and answer the door, while the rest of your crew are sneaking round the back.
Here's the thing. Exactly, because nobody expects you to just knock on the door.
Exactly. Love it.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you about your ship's extended warranty. I've been trying to reach you.
Okay. So, we then have physical trademark. Now, I don't know. You see, when I was looking through this, they all have it's a visual sort of negative, and when I look through this chart, it's like, well, I don't want any of those things. I actually don't, other than roll 20, you're so good looking people are jealous. Which I thought was
I think
much.
We already know my character would
but
have that one.
what do you think you might you would ideally like to go for out of that list?
Oh, never blinks ever. That's fun. That's intense. That's intense when you're loud. That would be fun. 8 would be fun. I mean, of course, peg leg or hook hand is always fun. Missing an eye is good. So 20. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 is good. 8 would be fun. 20 would be great. Those would be my preferred options.
All right, let's find out.
10 could also be fun.
What the fates bestow upon you?
On 20.
16.
Oh no, that's probably not a fun one.
It's not a fun one. Increasingly gangrenous. So yeah.
Oh, you can't say it. Got to reroll.
Got to reroll. Oh, okay, fair enough. If I can't say it, it's got to be a reroll.
If Monkey can't say gangrenous, he has to reroll.
It's a 10. It's a 10.
Is that the one I wanted?
Twitches constantly, especially your trigger finger.
That was gonna be the fun one. Yes, that's the one that I said could be really fun. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. That's why I'm good with the sword.
Yes.
See, it makes sense. That's why I had to build the sword skills, because accidents happen with guns.
All right. So.
But see, I feel like my crew then at certain points would be like, Captain, use the gun. You guys know how that goes. No, Captain, use the gun. Trust us. Whoa, okay. And I like save some situation because of my haphazard trigger pulling.
Possibly so. You see, this is where the fun is. You work it into your little story. All right. So then we move on to your idiosyncrasies. Yeah, let's go with that.
Idiosyncrasies?
That's the one. That one might have developed and certainly will never be rid of.
11.
11, what's that? You prefer to shoot first and never ask questions. That's definitely the Han Solo hand shot first.
Or shoot first, but then ask way too many questions. Is that an option? Or shoot first and then ask questions.
Functioning alcoholic, you're probably drunk right now.
I mean, 8 makes sense. That's a daily thing, so.
You become a murderous grump when hungry.
Oh, you know the right way, but are prone to getting lost.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope everyone realizes a lot of these are just fun ways of saying things that you would find in the DSM. Just FYI, the diagnostic statistical manual that we use in my profession. Yeah.
No.
Like you blame everyone else but yourself for all your mistakes. Like that's a symptom of something.
Well, let's find out what you've got.
Oh my god, I'm just now realizing you could use the DSM in like a D&D campaign. How fun. Okay.
2. You are a functioning alcoholic.
What was 2? Okay. Functioning is in there, so we're good.
Yeah, well, let's give it another one. Oh, 19. You blame everyone but yourself for all of your mistakes.
You know, I feel like that would go with a functioning alcoholic, so they both go together.
Well, there we go. But you can only have one, so go on. Which one do you go for? The alcohol or the mistakes?
In that case, I think.
Giving everything else that you already know about your character. What do you think's most
Well, I don't think that
appropriate?
they would blame anybody for their mistakes because I don't think my character would make any mistakes.
Okay.
Therefore, functioning alcoholic.
Fair enough then. So you're loud because you're drunk. Got all the time.
See, exactly.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. Unfortunate incidents and conditions having occurred or developed with or without one's express consent, desire, knowledge,
my goodness,
or general understanding.
Burned alive. Revenge is imminent. Oh my.
Yeah. Well, some of these are pretty hardcore, but it was a hard life being a pirate back then.
Oh, you died once already, but hell didn't want you? That's cute. I mean, yes, that sounds great. No, that's cute. 120.
You narrowly escaped a cannibalistic ending, but you didn't escape that smell.
See, number 9, I feel would also fit well.
That's
I'm loud and they didn't want me.
A sad twist. Sad twist to your
they
character.
left me alive on purpose because I was loud and they didn't want me.
Yeah, because
no, that one's too much, you guys. Let's not take that one with us.
Okay, well, let's find out. Here we go. Ooh, 5. You stole a ship. The owner wants your money or your head, but will settle for both. So there we go. That does fit.
See, we said we didn't know how we got my ship, and now we know.
Yeah. All right, we got a story building up here. This is good. Okay. So essentially, that's the last part of building your character. So hopefully you've got a good idea of what your character is like. The only thing that we would...
Swords, best, nicest thing to wear, an amazingly glittered wig.
Yeah.
Way too loud, but that's not a bad thing. Twitches constantly can be a good or bad thing when it comes to gun. And functioning alcoholic. Is there any other type? And all of this led for me to get this awesome ship. So yeah, I think we're good.
Well, there's one thing that you haven't done. Is you haven't chosen a name for yourself. There is, of course, a chart for this.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted me to give you a name because I could already give you a name. But
you give me a name for your captain pirate. Go for it.
I mean, well, my in-game name, if I were to play a pirate-themed game, would be Lady Seabass. But
we can
also see what the role would create to see if it's more fun.
I will have to roll this off camera because I'm learning for the D12. So let's see.
We have to see the name chart, right?
It's right at the beginning of the book, so I've got it open at one side. So here we go. What have we got? That's a 9. So it's either Diego, Will, or William, or Eliza, or Elizabeth.
Well, Elizabeth is one of my names, so I guess I would go.
So Elizabeth, and let's give you a last name. And that's a 7. So Elizabeth Samuel, Elizabeth Butcher, or Elizabeth Phillip, or Phillips. Are you a Samuel, a Butcher, or a Phillips?
I feel like Butcher would make a fun captain name.
Elizabeth Butcher. There you go.
Especially with my sword skills.
Yeah. All right. So, you've created a character, but we obviously need some more information here as we progress through the game. So, again, it's just lots and lots of tables. We won't necessarily roll for this, but this is, should we require things of importance? We have a handy table, 100 items that all could be something that we need to find, could be something that we might discover. and we can quickly roll
did
for
you
it.
create yourself a character, or are you just the clever monkey?
I have. When I don't know if you recall, a couple of weeks ago, I spent a day creating characters across a lot of different game systems. I did create a character for Pirate Borg. I think I went with the Buccaneer. So I was good with rifles and obviously flintlock pistols. And that was the sort of survivalist type of character. I do have my sheet somewhere. I will have to. I will dig it up because at a later point we'll probably come back to this and live with the chat. We'll create some characters like you're doing right now and see what we can all create. If we have some dice to one side, we'll be able to do that. We've got tables here on ancient relics because a thing about pirates is they're always looking for treasure, aren't they? And you need to have treasure to find. So here we go. It's a whole variety.
Because as pirates, we don't want like a normal 9 to 5. We're not down for all that.
No.
Working every single day. Instead, we'd rather just bust our butts 24/7 to try to find a little bit of money to get us by on.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. It's like poor, strike it rich. Poor. Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah, sure, we could have gone to university and we could have worked in the parliament and made some money, but then we'd have to be on like a schedule and listen to other people.
Oh, and we don't do that. We're pirates. We're drawn to the sea. We need tables for arcane rituals because, well, you never know when you need to...
well, because pirates.
Yes, when you need to call magic or faith. The powers have existed in this world long before the age of man. So...
Okay, I must say, for anybody who gets this book and is playing it with like your people, how fun though would it be to like make a day of it and actually make like a recipe out of necro nom nom nom, because it would just fit in perfectly with this and you could just have an entire themed day and how great.
Okay, well,
because the art looks a lot like this, and that made me think of that because the art in the cookbook looks like that, and it's great. The art in this book is great, like great enough to just have the book.
It is, isn't it? And that's the great thing about it is every double page, it's a new style. It's got its own sort of theme. So we're going from arcane rituals, and we're moving on to mystical mishaps. And look at this, this wonderful ghost ship with all these spirits swirling around. And there's a whole variety of mishaps that may occur, and these tables are for the GM, that as they require some kind of event to happen to challenge the players, you can jump to a table and roll a dice, and there you go. There's something that they have to face. So, I mean, let's just get an example here. A wraith appears, the ghost of an old captain. Roll reaction for it. So we have to go to page 31.
You should look at chat.
What's chat saying? Yes, mystical. Yes. So we can, all the pages sort of reference one another, different tables. So this wraith, we have to go to page 31 to find out what type of reaction this wraith might have. Let's actually just have a quick look on page 31. The reactions. There we are. So again, it's rolling a d12. Let's find out what this wraith would be like. That's an 8. It's indifferent or neutral. So we have this ghostly apparition of an old captain who's appeared on the bow of our ship, and maybe he's there to sort of give us some information or to guide us or to warn us about something. But certainly he's not a danger, but maybe our crew doesn't know that initially. We'll see. And then this is brilliant. So I hope you got your best singing voice ready, Sarah. because, of course, you need to be able to sing a good sea shanty.
When don't I have that ready?
Yeah, so often learned in seaside taverns and from old sea dogs. Most shanties are mindless distractions sung by sailing crews, but some are more than just songs and can unlock the true capabilities of the crew and the sea. So you can actually sing a sea shanty, and this then will determine some bonuses to your crew.
What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor early in the morn? Oh,
well, one ship's crew skill is -4 for D6 rounds.
The answer, by the way, is you shave something with a rusty razor.
Right. I wonder, do you... I mean, I'm going to assume that these are actual songs. Does that mean
yeah, because Blow the Man Down is real.
Yeah. All for
15 Men on a
me.
Dead Man's Chest sounds familiar.
Fish in the Sea. Spanish Ladies.
I don't know, but I feel my character would sing it all for me, Greg.
All for me, Greg. We're still on that,
Greg.
Okay. We then move on to alchemy.
Oh, look how fun. Colors, sorry.
Yeah, it is cool. So we got potion generators.
Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. Like wildflowers.
Yeah.
Cow seeds. Oh, how fun. Puffer fish is an ingredient. Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah, bat wings.
Banana peel. I appreciate that banana peel is an option. Could you see a pirate on a boat like running after somebody who's about to toss their banana peel overboard? Like, no, we saved that here.
Okay. So we got alchemy to make our potions. Then we move on, because of course you can't have a pirate game without naval combat. So we move on to ships, and it goes through all of the rules to basically have your ship to move around and to basically do attacks to one another. And there's a lot to this, but actually it's relatively simple. I won't go into too much detail here, but you can see that it's pretty much very comprehensive. We have rules on winds and changing winds and foul weather. We have encounters and events. So in the encounters we can have a Kraken come up from the depths.
No, thank you.
No, we could have an old galleon crewed by monkeys. What's wrong with an old galleon?
Look here, I'm just having some flashback from pirate game days when you said that a Kraken comes up. Like, no, thank you.
No, okay.
Also, a good rule of pirating is never say, "Oh, we haven't seen a Kraken in a while." Don't do that in the game. Don't do that when you're playing this game.
And then suddenly,
around the table with your friends, don't say, "Hey, we haven't seen a Kraken in a while." Don't do that.
And there's the Kraken.
Yes, because that calls the Kraken.
So
turns out the Call of Cthulhu is just going, "I haven't seen Cthulhu in a while."
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that here. So we've got all of the different boats and ships, rafts, dinghies and canoes, longboats, I can't say that. It's
Paraguay? No, that Paraguay?
Piragua?
Piragua? I don't know.
Tartane? That sounds like I want to eat it.
Yeah, it does. That does sound like a delicious dessert.
It does. But then we go to sloops and flutes and galleys and frigates and galleons. You see, it's the bigger ones I can say.
think sloops is the ones that Mystical and I are more familiar with.
Okay, and then you get to the even bigger ones: man of war, ship of the line, and then of course we have ghost ships and a ship of bone and a vessel from the deep.
Well, ship of bone sounds gorgeous.
Doesn't it, eh?
Yeah.
All right. And then we have...
But it seems like a lot to take care of.
Then we've got... Now, because it just covers every possibility. So this is dark fauna. So these are the bilge rat, or the dire crocodile, or the necro swine, or the free-headed monkey.
The hex chicken? What?
Okay. We have dark fauna as in birds. So the infernal pelican. The peregrine falcon. But yes, the hex chicken, which is awesome. Then we've got dark fauna aquatic. The brine piranha. Or the eldritch eel. Or the squid of despair. Mwah, wah, 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 wah. The zombie sea turtle. Mouth of 1,000 corpses. What are you awing about?
A zombie sea turtle? I'm thinking like a zombie version of the sea turtle from Nemo. My brain isn't designed for dark and ominous. Because, well, you know me, the adorable gore with my minis and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, it's a zombie sea turtle. How cute. Where what this book is probably meaning is probably not that.
No, probably not. We then have, so we've had the fauna. We then go to the flora. Carnivorous plants and sentient fungus and hive vines and kelp forests. So again, we've got all these different creatures and plants that we are very mindful of and possibly may face out in the jungle or in the sea. But if that was not enough, then you can make your own. So if there was something that you you didn't have covered here, then you can. What would you create? What type of ominous creature would you create? You like your zombie turtle. What else could we have?
Deceptively cute, yet killer fish would be fun, I think.
Cute killer fish.
Because imagine, the other people that they'd be like, wow, look at that cute fish. And then the fish would be like, oh, and murder them.
But are fish ever really cute? Is there cute fish?
Yeah.
I can imagine some sort of cute mammal type of creature that would look really nice, and then it sucks your bones out of your body.
Goldfish that were really cute.
Are they? Nemo was cute,
eyes.
says Roga.
Yeah, my favorite fish in the sea is clownfish because they are cute.
Okay, all right.
They are very cute. Oh, look, see, chat's hitting you with the pufferfish and the clownfish.
I take it back. Okay, fish can be cute as well.
Octopus can be cute. Oh, look, see, somebody said an angelfish.
Oh no, it's all happening
fish,
now.
yes, those are cute. Those are pretty. Look at that.
Clearly, I've
never seen an attractive fish before, and chat's like, oh.
I've insulted the fish fandom. Right. Well, you guys in chat, come on then. Tell me what type of enemy you would create. We've got these great charts here that we could create any kind of creature or plant life or bird for our players to face.
Oh, I mean, seagulls for sure. Seagulls could be involved.
Seagulls, actually. Did it actually include seagulls? I think it did.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah, you're quite right. A carrion gull. There you go.
Oh, okay. Well, it's because they didn't have it in basic terms like seagull that I wouldn't have thought of
Possessive
it.
seabirds have grown to love the taste of the abundant dead flesh in the region. They are often stained blood red. Shark or fish too.
Or French fries.
Be afraid, monkey. Be very afraid. Yes, I am. I am
Fish
indeed.
are friends, not food. Shark bait. Ooh ha ha. Sorry.
Okay, so we have
Nemo.
we have skeletons because of course we can't not have skeletons.
Oh, see, shrieking eels or shrilling eels. I don't know, but that one says they get louder before they attack, and I feel like that would be on point for my character.
Shrilling eels. Yeah. Oh, okay. We got skeletons.
Oh, here we go. Liam says a giant hermit crab in a sunken ship.
Oh, that's cool. Like that. What about a zombie giant
the hermit crab is so big that it's using the ship as a shell? No, I feel like that would be too much.
No, I don't.
That would be too big.
There's no such thing as too much or too big.
But here's the thing: it's a hermit crab, and did it grow from one that if it belongs to like the captain? Is it something that the captain got as a kid at a seaside fair, and it just like Clifford the Big Red Dog just grew so big with so much love that now it does her evil bidding? I'm there for that.
Well, hey, look. There is not a giant hermit crab as part of the dark aquatic fauna. So you can have that. That's a good idea. I like it.
I feel like it would be a Clifford the Big Red Dog situation where you just loved it so much that it grew so big. Yes. And it loves you too, which is why it does your evil bidding.
Is Mystical suggesting the Kraken, which is a gigantic-sized duck? A massive duck.
With tentacles.
Okay.
Yes. 100% she is.
We got zombies. After zombies, we got ghosts.
I like the grog barrel guy. He seems like fun.
But look at these ghosts.
And ghost monkey. I would take a ghost monkey.
The ghost monkey. Yes.
Ghost monkeys welcome on my ship.
Yes. Ghosts.
Look at his little hat. He has a little hat.
Look at the art. The art is awesome. See how it pops. It so pops. Oh. Here we go. We got the scavenging seagull.
Oh, look at him.
And we got the obscure oyster cult. Now,
and I'm glad that they gave him a dingle hopper.
These are accredited by separate people.
Gave him. Okay.
So I wonder if, because I believe that Pirate Borg was crowdfunded initially, and I wonder if these were two creatures that backers basically won a pledge and were able to put them in. Hence why they have names. I'm not sure on that, but I wonder. But this is cool. This is so cool. Scavenging seagulls, an obscure.
Look, they gave the seagull a dingle hopper, and that's amazing. And that's made the book even better.
What's a dingle hopper?
Yes, it's what he's carrying in his foot.
It's a fork.
No, that's a dingle hopper.
What's a dingle hopper?
You use it to brush your hair. Oh my God, have you never watched undersea footage videos and historical videos?
No.
Oh my God, so there's this mermaid named Ariel. And she finds things, and she found a dingle hopper, and Scuttle the seagull explained to her that it was a dingle hopper used to brush her hair.
Okay.
You really got to get with your deep sea historical movies.
I know. Was it all factual? Yes.
Yes, it's titled The Little Mermaid. You can look it up. It's all factual.
All factual. All right.
Yes.
We then
see. Chat knows.
Chat knows everything. Chat knows everything. We have deep ones and the drowned. We then have gorilla crabs.
Also be the drowned?
No, they're separate things. So the deep ones are fish folk humanoids. whereas the drowned are mariners lost to the dark tide. These waterlogged ghouls drift in kelp forests, waiting for unsuspecting sailors to pass by.
I see here where you can even roll to find out what's in the belly of the seagull. And what that is really just makes me feel kind of bad. Like, you guys, we need to stop littering in our oceans. Like,
well, there you go. There you go.
These poor things.
We then have a siren, of course. You know, the beautiful ladies that lure sailors with their hypnotizing songs, drawing them to their deaths. Black coral and a coral shoggoth.
Where are you looking at? Are we still on the oyster page?
Nope, moved on.
Oh, because that's what I see on my screen. I don't know why.
Oh, I think it might have. Chat,
here we go.
You seeing the sirens?
I see it now. I don't know if my screen was just frozen. Okay.
Yeah, kelpies. Okay.
So I might have missed some stuff. Okay.
Oopsie. That's okay. It's all right. It's all good. So, I mean, there's just no ending to the horrors that can be found in the Dark Caribbean, because then we have the undead megalodon.
Yes, a megalodave.
Yeah. So, you know, what's his name?
Megalodave.
Megalodave. It's Megalodon.
No, that's what Mystic and I would say when everyone would come up to the boat in our game. We'd be like, "It's a megalodave."
You know, this is not even Captain Jason Statham could take this one on. And then, of course, we have the Kraken. But I love how the artwork depicts all of those sailors. They are not doing too well against the Kraken.
No, that's why we don't talk about the Kraken.
Don't talk about release the Kraken. And if that's not enough, then of course we have Davy Jones, a legendary monster often mistaken for a small island. He is highly intelligent but only communicates telepathically. His eyes swirl like a maelstrom. And then the Leviathan.
So wasn't Davy Jones in a Disney movie was also a turtle?
No, he wasn't a
Mystic?
turtle. Was he? No, he was.
Yes. In there's a Disney movie because I knew a lady who drew stuff on it. No. It's a cartoon.
Okay.
And it was in the beginning with the black dot, and he showed up, and he too was a turtle, and I think he was Davy Jones.
Well, I've got to accept. Yeah, got to accept that will be the law. So we've had plenty.
I'm not sure what the
creatures.
Leviathan thing is, but that one doesn't look pleasant.
Yeah, it looks like oh gosh, I can't think of the name.
Angler octopus?
Yeah, that's it. Yes, it's the angler fish, isn't it?
But with octopus tentacles.
Yeah, it's got everything.
Well, then I guess it could light the way for many hugs. There we go. Put a positive spin on all these characters.
So, of course, all of the skeleton crews require marrow cannons, which this is all a lot of good fun. I feel this is very sort of.
Bones.
Is what? Sorry.
I said, look how fun, they're built with bones.
Yes. It feels a very sort of Warhammer-ish. Undead forces, everything's made out of bones. Oh, it's great. So that's the last of the strange and weird and wonderful. But of course, you know, our adversaries might just be human. And that being the case, we have some archetypes here. The naval mastermind or the inquisitor. Yeah, this is the one that you would never expect. So I believe. And we do have...
Why would you expect him? Look, he blends in so well.
we have the necromancer.
Oh, that one's fun. I like that one's picture.
The necromancer. What about the sunken one?
That's fun too.
Yeah, reminds me of the miniatures that we did.
That it looks like they have him wearing pants, because that leads me to wonder how is he wearing those pants with so many legs, and did he have pants specifically designed and made for him by someone to fit all of his different legs, or is he wearing multiple pairs of pants?
Well, I think that the colour kind of goes up into his chest, so I don't actually think he's wearing pants. Maybe.
It's more like a tunic type thing, like a.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe so.
Again, these questions I ask out loud make me realize, yes, this is why I don't play RPGs.
well, but of course your character is being very loud asking these questions. So as opposed to just attacking him straight away, is where did you get your trousers tailored?
I'm not gonna lie. This is me. This character is me, and I feel this may be why I'm just so successful, is because people just. They don't know where I get the audacity from, and so they just are kind of like, nobody's ever asked me that before, and it lets their guard down.
Exactly. You see, a moment of pause. So we then have.
Oh, it was Billy Bones. It wasn't Davy Jones as a turtle. I'm sorry, everyone. I was confused.
Okay, it was close though. It was close.
Yeah, Davy Jones, Billy Bones, whatever. It was a turtle. Moving on. We have ships at sea. Because you never know when your player crew may discover a ship out on the ocean. And so, of course, yet again, more charts, more tables for us to roll on. We have names of ships. We have vessel classes and their armament. We have their crew quantities and the quality of their crew. Shall we find out? Because we haven't spoken about... quantity and quality are two very different things.
Oh, very much so, very much. They might have lots of crewmen, but of course...
Now, let's see how many people are with my crazy captaining.
Okay, yeah. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. We need to do a D6. So the quantity, how many crew? 4. Ready for war? Twice as many crew that's needed for your particular ship. We haven't determined what type of ship you had, so maybe we should roll that first. Let's do that. What type of vessel class have you managed to steal?
So wait, we're doing our crew next?
Yes, well, we've done the crew, okay. So we know you've got twice as many, and this is
twice. So wait, how many is that then?
It's depends on the type of class. So you have got a brigantine. Let's find out how much crew go in a brigantine. Let's find that. We just brig. So crew, it's going to be 30.
I have 30 crew.
You have 30 crew.
It's a lot of people to trust me.
Yeah. But I think they smile because you're kind of the figurehead. Let's find out then what the quality is like for your crew. Are they any good? 5. Miserable and or novice. Oh, we're not happy with you. Oh, that's not good, is it?
Oh wait, they're miserable with their skill or with their employment?
Employment, yeah. Or well, they could be. Oh my
gosh, I didn't know that there was gonna be we were asking the employees how they feel about things.
Yeah. I mean, they've come to you at HR and kind of our life as a pirate is not particularly good under Captain Seabass. So,
no, I feel like that's wrong though.
I think you need to work on being a better captain.
I feel like I would provide a wonderful pirating environment.
Experience.
Yeah, we'd have like pizza party Fridays, you know?
Yeah. I'm glad that you're thinking of these things. No, but now the most important aspect, of course.
Oh no, see, Mystic said that's their skill, not their rating of.
It does say they are either miserable, they're miserable and or novice. So they could be a novice crew, but they are certainly. I feel like
a new crew would be good.
They're certainly miserable.
No one can be miserable with Pizza Party Fridays.
Well, these better beg to differ. But here we go. The most important thing is a name for your ship. So we'll roll these dice. Let's find out what your ship is called.
Ship number 2.
That's a 15. So that's a 1 and a 5.
Ship number 2. That way they always wonder what happened to ship number 1.
So it could be the Carrion Crow, or it could be Demon Wake.
Well, Demon Wake, 100%.
Demon Wake. Are you definitely a Demon Wake?
If it's not ship number 2, then it's Demon Wake.
There's quite a few good ship
Mystic
names.
is right. No one could be sad with Captain Sarah.
Well, the dice rolls say different, but this is the challenge for Sarah to overcome.
Maybe the survey was taken on a day when they had a substitute captain.
This is a possibility. This is a possibility indeed. Okay, so we have our ship. My goodness, there's more, because this is a derelict ship generator. And so if we need to create a ship somewhere for our crew to find and discover and for them to explore, then everything we possibly might want, it's all here. And we just roll lots of dice and generate it on the fly, which is
so
really
for like
cool.
Searching an empty ship?
Yep.
Nice.
And then, of course, what has got to be one of the most important aspects of the pirating career is buried treasure and treasure maps. There's a whole host there of buried treasure items that can be discovered. And then here we go, treasure maps. Pick and choose from these tables as needed. Then grab some parchment paper and a quill and get to work. This is certainly something that I am going to look forward to be doing in the future, is actually creating treasure maps for the game. So the type of map, material, some of the geography, and then there's a little bit of text that of course has to be at the top of the map. Let's roll for this, because I don't want to miss out on this. This is awesome. So it starts. Let's find out. Well, first of all, hang on. Let's find out where the geography is. That's a 3, so it's on a peninsula. All right, and it starts 1 at a totally unknown location. Oh, okay. To which the invisible ink is revealed. On a 9, during the solstice or equinox. But there is a complication regarding this map, which is a 6. The play characters become incredibly lost along the way. All right, isn't that great? And then here we go. We have various icons that we can include in the map. And then there's the clue container. So we get some clues, and we got markers, and we have directions. And then there are riddles that we can add to the map. This is really, really awesome. I could actually spend all my time just doing this. And then we have uncharted islands. So if our crew are quite happily sailing and we need to just throw on in an island for them to explore, because potentially this is where they may pick up the treasure map, or maybe where the actual treasure is buried. Then here are lots of tables to roll against so that we can get a completely random island to encounter. And of course, there's always going to be somebody else on the island, so we have a pirate generator to which we can generate a different type of pirate. Be them a rugged individual with a hook for a hand, armed with a blunderbuss. Or maybe they are a cloaked figure in a fancy hat with a broken bottle. And then you can roll for their name and their surname and their nickname, which is all good fun.
Okay, so what would the nickname be?
Okay, you want to find out? What's this? 2d6. Let's find out. Reds are going to be 10s, whites are units. Oh, 66. So that's going to be Planktooth. The infamous pirate Planktooth. Arr, only my Mars can call me Planktooth.
Interesting.
Yes. Jobs and quests. So sometimes maybe you go into port and there is a board with missions and quests for jobs for the pirates to undertake. And this then gives you different ideas for different quests. Whom you might need to talk to. What requirement the quest requires of you. The time restraints, the complications, rumours. And that is pretty much it as far as the rules, because the rules, we passed the rules quite a long time ago, because everything else is generation tables so that you can build up a game for your players. But right at the back of the book here, there is the Curse of Skeleton Point. Now this, I'm not going to go too far into this.
It's like a great cruise ship brochure.
So this is a module, and as it says, the Curse of Skeleton Point is not a typical introductory adventure. It is a location guide, an NPC dossier, and a sandbox, a dungeon crawl, and much more. So what it does, and I get the feeling, having gone through this, it has that little bit of a video game sort of feel to it, in so much that you end up in a location. There are various places of interests, and each one of those places has a bit of a story and a bit of a mission and something for your players to do. But you can wander around in a sort of open world style, and you can jump from place to place as you see fit. You don't have to necessarily do it all, you can do a few, but there's a lot for your players to be able to explore. Let me see if I can jump. I don't want to give anything away, but we do have a picture. So here's Coral Town. So you get an idea of all these different locations that your players could visit.
Does this not look like a fun vacation brochure for a pirate? I mean, come on.
It is pretty cool, isn't it? So I'm going to skip past real quickly to get to the back of the book. Skip.
This has been really fun, Monkey. I'm just thinking that would be a DM's worst nightmare.
I think you'd be fantastic, because the good thing about you is that you would absolutely challenge the DM all the time. It would keep the DM on their toes, and everybody around the table would have a fantastic time, because it'd be very, very funny.
Look, you're also good at taking negatives into positives. Look at you go.
So here we go. At the back of the book, essentially, these are all the rules to actually the game. It's just 2 pages. That's it. That's all you need to know to basically play the game, as far as your abilities and tests and how you do combat, both as your player characters and as naval combat, and some details on weapons. So even though we saw it in the book in a more sort of graphical style, here it is, nice and clean for you to be able to read very quickly. And that is Pirate Borg. I mean, I know, Sarah, of course, you don't play a huge number of role-playing games, but I might think that this might be a game that could entice you. I think you'd probably enjoy it. It's very light on the rule sort of side, and very, very, very high on the interactivity, the enjoyment, the fun. And I think that, the theme is something that we all kind of understand. We've experienced it in different media, and you've certainly played it in other forms of entertainment. So, yeah, I think you might enjoy this one.
Well, if somebody needs a captain that is way too loud, but would be a great captain to lead a crew, you let me know.
You are that captain, hey?
It includes Pizza Party Fridays. Not now, Ghost Ship. We're having our pizza party.
Oh, goodness. There's actually, isn't there a TV show? It's a comedic pirate show. I'm sure it's called Our Flag Means Death. I think it's done by the people who do the vampire documentary, What We Do in the Shadows. I
love What We Do in the Shadows.
Right. So this is a comedic pirate show where the pirate captain is an aspiring pirate captain who's not particularly very good at their job. I watched a couple of episodes. It was quite funny. So, and of course, there's the One Piece, the live action version of the anime that everyone seems to be thoroughly enjoying. So pirates are really, pirates are the thing at the moment. It's good to be a pirate. It's a good time, So if you are a pirate, then, well, rejoice. It's happy days. I guess that brings us to an end.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For having me and putting up with me.
No, thank you
and
for
also,
joining.
To the creators of the game.
Oh no,
Monkey has my details for when you can send me that rainbow skull situation that was happening on, like, even, from my wall. Just FYI. See? I'm a too loud captain. I don't need to steal. I just ask loudly.
I like your ship. I would like to have it. Can I have your ship, please? Can I?
That's probably how I ended up stealing that ship, is really he just was talked out of it and then later was like, what? I was bamboozled. Hypothetically speaking, if I were to take this ship, would you be okay with it?
Yes. Could you do anything about it?
So there wasn't a no? Okay. So I asked.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you so much.
No, thank you, Sarah. I'm glad to have had you on tonight. Okay, well, yes. I guess we'll see you next time. We're going to be doing something very light-hearted with you when we play games.
Next Thursday, I think, is my game day, right?
It's not this Thursday. It's next Thursday. Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.
Okay, so our thanks to Sarah for joining in on tonight's deep dive of Pirate Borg from Free League Publishing and LIMITHRON. Hopefully you can tell we really do like the game. It's a lot of fun. It has so much you can do with it, and it just naturally lends itself to quite a comedic experience, I think, with all that horror and darkness. So yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun playing it. If you do have any questions or comments, please do leave them in the chat below. Hope you enjoyed. We will be doing a tabletop game on Thursday evening from 7 o'clock, so please do join us for that. But until then, bye for now.